without further ado, and last but not least, I would like to introduce you to Michael Terracciano.
That's right.
Also known as Mookie.
Yeah.
Round of applause, guys.
Very kind of you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael, for coming in today.
No problem. My pleasure. I love ConnectiCon. Always a pleasure to help out.
Awesome. So just for the people who don't know, please just give us a brief summary of what you do, who you are, and what you're about.
Sure. My name is Michael Terracciano. I'm the writer for the webcomic Star Power. Before that, I was the writer and creator of the webcomic Dominic Deegan, Oracle for Hire. I'm heavily involved in ConnectiCon. I do a lot of events here. I do a lot of panels. The biggest thing I do for ConnectiCon is I host the Cosplay Deathmatch, which is the final show of the main event scheduling tonight. From what they tell me, it has taken the spot of where the Masquerade used to be because it's grown so big and popular. So I'm very proud of the Deathmatch and what it's become.
I'll open the floor right now to questions for anyone who has them. Really? Okay.
That's cool. I mean,
I'll read
yeah.
that.
Will we see the return of the mascot?
The mascot, no, I forgot to bring the teddy bear. Well, I had to pack up my baby, and he's scared of the bloody teddy bear, sadly. One year at the death match, somebody was a zombie, a little zombie girl, and had like a bloodied teddy bear, and I asked if I could hold the teddy bear for a few rounds. And I said to the crowd, yeah, I think we found the cosplay deathmatch mascot this year. And the crowd erupted, like, oh my God, bloody teddy bear! This is the greatest thing I've ever seen! And then the girl who brought the teddy bear took it back because it was hers. And I was like, I need that teddy bear back. And she's like, I'm sorry, I've grown attached to it because you gave it a name. Like, shoot! Now last year, somebody was kind enough to sew and make a brand new bloody teddy bear. Problem is it scares my 1-year-old, and I can't exactly bring that in the car with him, so we are going to be without Deathmatch mascot this year, sadly. Does anybody know what the Deathmatch is? No. All right, cool.
Yeah? No.
Yeah.
Well, for you don't know, the Deathmatch is when we bring up, it used to be the cosplay chess match, and I hosted that for a number of years. And the chess match would go on, you know, the people playing the chess match would have the people in costume take one another, like the pawn would take another pawn, and those pawns would fight. The winning pawn would win, the other one would die, they would go away. People loved the fights, but the crowd was getting a little dulled during the chess part of the match. So at the end of the chess match, people who didn't get a chance to like fight and who just ended up being like chess pieces that just stood around, we were like, all right, no, everybody needs to get involved in this. Let's just have the crowd vote on who wins and who dies. Let's bring up all the remaining chess pieces and we'll kill them off one by one. The crowd ate that up. All I had to do was just like put my hand over this character and put my hand over that character, and the crowd would go, no, yeah, murder that character.
Just like Rome.
Yeah, right? I was like some weird gladiator MC. I don't know if that was a thing. I was the emperor. Like, so the crowd was the emperor, and I was like, yes, no. So much so that some girl in costume, when she felt the yelling of the crowd for her to win, she looks at me and she goes, whoa. And it was at that moment I knew I had something. It was like, just this needs to happen. Get the chess out of this.
Everything out of the way.
Everything out of the way. Let's not do so much planning. That's easier for the main events crew.
Yeah.
Let's just get people in costume and let the crowd decide who wins. And if they're not happy about it, well, it's their fault.
Because you can't duplicate that energy, you know?
No, you cannot. And getting people, it's just being on stage and feeling that excitement of the crowd cheering for their either the character that's in the best, like has the most accurate costume, the person that's in character the most. It's weird to see who wins. Like sometimes it's the best costume, sometimes it's the one who's the most in character. I never know what's going to happen, and it's exciting. So I cannot wait for the death match tonight, 6:45 in main events. It's going to be
Real 5-minute events?
Yeah.
Write that down, jot that down. You need to cover that. It's
It's
coverage over there.
It's going to be thrilling. It's going to be amazing. Can't wait.
We're short on time, so yeah, we'll get one more. Yeah.
Mookie, we've been following you since we first started here at ConnectiCon. How did you get started in ConnectiCon? I know you have the webcomic and...
Right, well, I got started in ConnectiCon because I was exhibiting at the first ever Anime Boston, and it just so happened Matt Daigle, who was promoting the first ever ConnectiCon, just happened to have a table right next to us. We got tables at the first Anime Boston for like $15 that week. Yeah, right. In the Park Plaza Hotel.
I was there.
Yeah, right? It was a hell of a weekend. And I just happened to see this like 6 foot tall dude in like a stormtrooper helmet. And we just became friends. Like we had the weekend together. We were all kind of stuck in this like, what the hell is happening? The fire marshal's being called into the Park Plaza Hotel. But what? Hello, you seem friendly. Let's talk. And we just became friends. And he was like, this is the show I'm promoting. You want to come? I'm like, yeah, sure. Sounds like a lot of fun. So I came to the very first ever ConnectiCon back in 2003 at the University of Hartford. And Matt and I had seen each other, I think, in a few places leading up to ConnectiCon, and we just stayed friends afterwards. And I kept coming to the show, and my webcomic started to take off. And Matt was really cultivating ConnectiCon as a home for webcomics back in like between 2003 and I guess 2010. Long time, ConnectiCon was a real home for webcomics, and we just stayed friends. People seem to love me here at ConnectiCon. They respond to me well when I'm doing panels and when we do the death match, and he just sort of kept us around. And I feel like we give back to ConnectiCon as much as they give to us.
Woo!
Gotta go. Cool,
Yeah,
thank you guys.
sorry, yeah. That's all we have for today. Thank you so much.